record again because that goes away when we put you back. So with that, we'll turn it over for questions for Trey Boston.
Hello. How's everybody doing? I can't see any of you, but hope y'all doing well.
Hey, Trey. Good. Hope you're doing well and hope practice is going well. Steve Reed from the Associated Press. Hey, Trey,
Yeah.
you notice about, you've had time to be around Matt Rule and talk about the energy and what is it about him? Any specific examples of what you've seen from him that, you can tell us about, why his players seem to relate to him?
I think, for instance, Coach is a guy who's going to be very honest. Whether he's never played it down, he's going to let you know, or whether he's, played in college, he's going to let you know. So I think, with him, he can relate, but he also, lets you understand that, hey, man, if I don't have the question or the answer, I can give it off. And, I think guys are, they're willing to respect that. So often we have, definitely coaches who, definitely believe in everything they coach, but, Coach Rule's a guy at the head coach position who I think, is very honest with his players, allows us to come to him whenever we need them. So, I think it just allows us and the other players to feel comfortable in this aspect, even though, this is the NFL.
Hey, Trey, Jonathan Alexander with Charlotte Observer, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, you too, boss.
I was wondering, what so far do you like about the secondary room, and what would you like to see your guys improve
on? Right now, I like that we're fast. We're a fast unit. We're young, and I think that that has an advantage to it. I remember when back in my younger days, our biggest advantage was we didn't know, so we played fast. Whatever coach told us to do, we were doing. And I think right now we're at that. We have a coach who's played in the league, and he's doing a great job of coaching us up, getting these young guys ready. Me taking on a bigger leadership role, allowing these guys to understand, we have a culture here that we want to start, and it's an identity that we've had before. It's just reshaping it and getting guys up to par with how we want to do things, because it is a very young team. But I like the way our DBs are moving around. I see us continue to grow, and it's early in practice, so there's so much improvement that we can do and we can make on ourselves.
Trey, this is Miles Simmons from Panthers.com. What was it like to put on the pads today, and how do you feel like that affects you guys, particularly as a defense?
Yeah, I mean, when the pads come out, that's when the people come to show. Anybody can do it, 7-on-7, 1-on-1s. But when those pads get to thumping, you got to be ready. And for me, first day, it's the first day. It's like first day of school. You're ready for it. You think about it all night. You come in, you see guys getting them pads on. The click clack is going to get to happening, and it was a fun day today. And I think we did a good job of. I think the first few days you got to learn how to practice. And again, being young, as vets, we got to show these guys how to practice, how to keep our guys off the ground. And I thought we did a great job of that first day. So, it was impressive.
Hey, Trey, David Newton. Glad to see you're tripping from your shirt.
Amen.
Teddy Bridgewater was telling us about, how excited he was to see Alex Smith, get cleared to go back to practice.
Yeah.
They've both gone through gruesome injuries. What do you remember about Teddy and the injury you saw with his back in training camp in 2016? And what's that say about him that he wants to reach out to Alex?
It means a lot. Obviously, anytime in this brotherhood of being inside the shield of the NFL, when other men are going through the same thing you've gone through, we feel honored to be able to step back and reach out to them and, just show them that we care, show them that we're there for them. Obviously, we play with Thomas Davis, so we know what guys can overcome. I think with 3 ACLs, anything's possible. That's kind of our belief here. But for Teddy to want to reach out to Alex, I think exactly, being the quarterback position, it means a lot for those guys, and it shows the character that he holds himself to.
Hey, Trey, it's Matt Harris at Channel 9. Good to see you, man. I know the NFL made it optional to wear those face shields. I think they were made by Oakley. Just wondering, did you have any experience trying out that face shield, and are you seeing some of your teammates wear them out there at practice?
I know a few guys have. We've tried them tried them out in the off seasons. Some tried them in practice. It's a face shield. So if you rock a shield and then you cover up your mouth a little bit more, you're gonna imagine breathing a little bit less. I haven't rolled with it since we really put on pads. It's tough. It's tough. I can say that, but it's an option. If guys want to protect themselves even more, it is an option. I won't tell if it hinders your breathing or this or that, but it is an option that we were given.
Trey, this is Dick Cox with Cox Sports Broadcasting. This
Yes,
is a
sir.
new Carolina Panthers team, new coaches, a lot of new faces. You're one of the faces and leaders of this team. How do you feel about this year's team?
Yeah, I think I like it. I really do. Right now, we're slept on, and we respect it. We respect everybody's opinions. And right now, we're just every day just going out there to get 1% better. Every day working on something, working on the details. And it's about the little things right now with a young team. And the quicker we can get ourselves focused on the details and learning what we should do every play, the quicker we won't allow ourselves to beat each other. And that's when you're playing the game of football, it's a lot of beating yourself. And right now we're learning to continue just to do our job, and then the plays will come to them, whether that's offense, defense, special teams. Sometimes you just got to go back. Being the superstars in college, you want to make that play. But in the NFL, really having elite players out there, you just got to do 1 of 11, and that will get the job done. And right now, I think we're doing a good job just coming out every day, being focused, and again, that 1%.
Hey, Trey.
You mentioned
WFNZ. We're doing well. One of the things with a lot of these younger new guys on the secondary, especially at safety, you've got Justin Burris, Jeremy Chin, Troy Pride. A lot of them are versatile. They could not only play safety, but nickel and cornerback. How much does that help the defense, just being able to play all those multiple positions?
I believe it helps because, we can move guys all the way around. We're never in matchup threats in our defense. We believe, as our defense, we're fast, whether it's linebacker position, corner position, safety position, them being able to, move around, guard anybody interchangeably. There's never a down that we feel uncomfortable because we have all these weapons, because we're so versatile to do different things with them. So, we plan on, using that to our advantage.
Trey, Pete,
Hey, Trey.
his identity over the last couple of years, and your first stint with the Panthers was Zav, and what you established along with Peanut Tillman, Kirk Coleman, and so forth. Is that something that you're looking to reestablish with this group, or was that a different era and it's time for a new identity with the secondary?
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's one mentality here. You got to just keep renewing it. It's like the lease. We just renew it. Everybody has to earn it, and guys might come and go, but it's a lineage that we're passing down. And as long as I'm here, it's gonna be here with me. It's gonna be what we do. We are thieves. We will rob teams of the rock, and we will not give it back. And, we're taking fresh loot. I'm letting you know, and we can't wait. I think having that identity helps guys, come to work every day knowing that this is a brotherhood. We got to hold each other accountable, and we are thieves. So what do thieves do? They steal.
Trey,
you talk about holding each other accountable. We saw, I think the defense jumped off sides, and coach had you guys get down and do some push-ups. Is that when was the last time you had to do that during practice? And what does that kind of say about the way that he's running practice?
Yeah, I mean, I've done push-ups before, holding each other accountable. But I think, again, it just goes to coach. And I think the coolest thing is, again, coach going down there with us. We've had coaches do it with us before. But I think, seeing your coach willing to do everything that he's willing to do himself is a neat thing. And it gains respect of players. So for him to, hold us accountable, we love it. We love it because we put pressure on ourselves. We are the Carolina Panthers. We go through defense first, and it's we hold ourselves to a higher standard. So I love it, and when he does it, it just gets us fired up.
Hey Trey, there apparently have been currently only 15 players on COVID IR out of 2,600 across the league, I think.
Yeah.
You guys are one of only 5 teams that had 0. Is this working better than you even thought? And, or are you still a little concerned as the hitting and the contact increases where this could still potentially be?
Yeah, I think, honestly, here in Charlotte, I think our team, we're very responsible. Our city's been responsible. I don't see a huge impact for our team. I think what most guys are worried about are the hot spots, the California teams, the Florida teams, the Texas teams. And also, you got to wait till guys get out of camp when they're actually able to have that free time, quote unquote. So right now, we're kind of in our own bubble being training camp. But what will that look like after guys are free? So I think, it's early to make any predictions. I like the way we're doing things here in Carolina. I don't see our guys being irresponsible. We have, we got to make sure that we take care of our brothers. And not only our brothers, we have staffs here that are our sisters. And that we just got to make sure that everybody's smart, keep your mask on. I got mine right here, but I think, again, we're doing a good job here.
Trey, Elena Getzenberg, Charlotte Observer. I was wondering for you, obviously this is a very different off season, but how do you feel like so far things are going in terms of being ready for the season on time and just working with this different schedule?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of equate it to a regular training camp schedule, and for us, we just have to take advantage of it. Some people might not want the time or can afford the time. Well, if we can afford the time, we can, socially distance. Why not? We know what we're against. While those teams can afford not to meet in person because they've been with each other for years, we are a team that is not. So it's good for us to come in here and see each other's faces, identify. If we're calling this a brotherhood, then get to know your brother, get to know your coach. And I think that's to our advantage in this because we have to build that chemistry within our team to get up to par with we should be to become a winning, organization again.
Hey Trey, Vincent with the Riot Report. I was wondering what you've seen from TJ Green so far through the training camp and where he fits into this secondary.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen TJ Green play, obviously corner for us, but he's playing well. He can switch up. He's playing different positions. But I like where he's at right now. He's focused. He's been playing, I think, pretty good ball these last few days. One thing about him is when the coaches give him a task, he's going to focus in on that. He's going to do it, and he's going to try to do it his best ability. Now it's just working techniques here and there to dial up himself to become the player that he knows he is and the player we want him to be.
Trey, what have you thought of Jeremy Chin so far? I mean, especially given that he is playing so many different spots.
Yeah. Jeremy Chin, man, he's athletic, man. This guy is he has a possibility to be a real deal. And I say that because I've seen guys come in here. He reminds me a little bit of Shaq when Shaq first came in here. Shaq was the first, rookie I had seen that I was just like, boop, yeah, that guy's a pro. That kid's going to be special. And Shaq kind of gives you that, Chin gives you that feel of being that way. So right now, again, it's early, first day in pads. We haven't had OTAs. We haven't had anything before. So, again, Chin is he's doing a good job of learning. We got a lot of stuff on his plate. As long as he takes it one day at a time, understands that, hey, he doesn't have to do anything but his job. We plan on making it easy for him, let him fly around, and hopefully just, has fun this year and just does his job.
We got time for a couple more guys. So
Josh Graham, Sports Hub Triumph. While we got you here, every time before this time of year, we talk about the Tar Heels as well.
Yeah.
And this year they're supposed to be pretty promising if there's an ACC season. What's your thought on it?
Man, it's tough, man. It's tough, man. I feel for those kids, man. They're being put in jeopardy. A lot of them want to play. A lot of them just want, just like the NFLPA, we want stuff involved, rules, policies that can hold us accountable to being safe. And those kids, I can only imagine being in college and having my senior year, my junior year taken from me. So it's cool to see those kids get together. NFL players get with them and support them because we were once there. We knew how it felt to, not feel like your voice is heard. Don't speak up because that can hurt your playing time. But I think everybody understands what's going on, and I would love to see a UNC season this year. Obviously, I want the kids safe, and it's very promising. I know it's going to be promising, man. We're only getting better and better there back in Chapel Hill. And I hope it doesn't hinder these guys from being very special.
Trey, Nick Carboni from WCNC Charlotte. What does it mean to you to come back this year? After a few years away and coming back last year, obviously, but year to year staying in the same place. And as you kind of alluded to, helping carry on that culture that you're used to here, and kind of help it enter a new chapter.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. Obviously, we know how much I love the city, the fans. You guys know how much I interact with just, the media. So it means a lot to come back, obviously, to re-sign the contract, to be a part of the way we rebuild this. I was there, at its peak, and, I plan on getting us back. And whether that's, doing anything I got to do, I plan on us getting back to it because we have potential, and that potential is a dangerous word because you got to live up to something. But I see us having the coaches, the staff, to get us, detailed up, to get us up to par, to get us to the new culture that we want this to be. Because, from what we know, Carolina Panthers never had 2 back-to-back winning seasons, and we're not saying it's going to be, mucho rapido, but we plan on making a difference that stays for the long haul. And we like, the way Coach rules, coaching this team up right now. He's gaining a lot of respect from guys, whether that's from vets or the rookies, coaching staff. And he's a guy who I said before, he has it, so he makes you want to fight for him, makes you want to practice for him. And he has niches to get guys going, and I like that because I'm a guy who, you don't got to get me going. I'm ready to go. But to see him light up other guys, whether it's coaches, players, and challenge them, it shows, this guy has something to him.
Guys, we got to let Trey go. So let's go with let's get one more from Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Trey, Mike Solarte, Spectrum News 1. Good to see you, boss.
What's up, boss man?
As we talked in the off season, you hadn't gotten your deal done. You got your deal done. The last couple of seasons, you were coming in at the tail end of training camp. So, one, how are you enjoying this new workload of having to be at camp every day? But two, how are you approaching the season? Because now you enter this season maybe with some peace of mind, with that security of the contract that you'd long sought and you now finally have.
Yeah, I think, being able to, be in training camp, it's good. I think the offseason was kind of like the same for me. I kind of took it, the same as the last 2 years. I knew, okay, I'd be going to training camp, so get your body right. But having a little bit, obviously more money, getting paid, too much is given, as much required. So, I take that every day, a chip on my shoulder, knowing that I got to lead these young guys. I got to, I'm literally, one of the 3 captains on this defense, and we got to, that's how we got to approach every day. And luckily I've had great guys in front of me, Roman Harper, Kurt Coleman, guys, obviously Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, so I think about these guys every day. I think about how did they lead me when I was young? How did they pull me to the side and get me going? How can I just run around and show these guys each and every day I'm going to be an example for these young men. And for me, I'm only 28, so I feel like I'm still young. Like, why are y'all doing this to me? Like everybody, they call me so old around here, and it's crazy because we are a young team. So every day I approach it with the leadership mentality. How can I, whether it's talking, communicating, you guys know I love to talk, but also putting the actions behind the words so these guys understand I'm willing to do, just like Coach, we're willing to do anything that we tell you to do. And again, guys are receptive. That's why I like my group right now, man. We have some good younger players. They're willing to listen. We take coaching well. And I think, as long as we continue to take it 1% at a time and in a day, the little wins are going to build up to the big wins. And as long as we take our time with it, we'll truly be something special, I believe.
Great. Trey, thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.